Hi and welcome back. A lot of people are asking me about Bitsom and Bitsom interview process. कई लोगों के इंटरव्यूज़ हो चुके हैं. बिटसॉम की प्रोसेस काफ़ी पहले चालू हो जाती है. ये नया कॉलेज है, आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप का कॉलेज है. जिन लोगों को बिट्स पे लाने के बारे में पता है, ये उन्हीं का मैनेजमेंट विंग है. और इस कॉलेज के इंटरव्यू अगर आपका अभी बचा है तो मेरी तरफ से कुछ बातें जो इस इंटरव्यू में आपको हेल्प कर सकती हैं. आपको आपकी प्रोफाइल जो आप क्रिएट करते हो, अब काफ़ी डिटेल्ड प्रोफाइल होती है बिट्सॉम में. आई नो फॉर्म काफ़ी बड़ा होता है, काफ़ी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन भरी जाती है. वो प्रोफाइल उसी डेडिकेशन से, जिस डेडिकेशन से आपने भरी है, वैसे ही इंटरव्यू होगा आपका. दिस इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी योर जनरल इंटरव्यू, दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी अ डिटेल्ड इंटरव्यू. 40 मिनट का इंटरव्यू जहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री का एक बड़ा एग्जीक्यूटिव बैठेंगे. अदर अदर देन देन आई थिंक कॉलेज के कोई सीनियर professor, sometimes even dean sits in the interview. So there are going to be two people, I believe, if they have not changed the, because it's a new college, so they are allowed to make changes without telling us much about it. They're still in the process, but it's going to be one of the big deals in the coming days. And I believe 7-8 years from now it's going to compete with IIMs, and we'll see what happens next to it. So इंटरव्यू में आपने आपके अगर एप्लीकेशन में एफर्ट डाला है तो इट विल बी ईजी फॉर यू. आपकी एप्लीकेशन में जब आपने वीकनेसेस, अपने आंसर्स, अपनी ग्रेटेस्ट मोमेंट ऑफ लाइफ, द वर्स्ट मोमेंट ऑफ लाइफ, इंटर्नशिप के एक्सपीरियंसेस, अचीवमेंट्स, इनके बारे में जैसे लिखा है, थिंक ऑफ दैट स्टोरी लाइन. यू विल नीड योर स्टोरी इन द इंटरव्यू. सी, दिस इज़ नॉट अ 5 or 7 minute इंटरव्यू लाइक कैप प्रोसेस या अदर इंटरव्यूज जहाँ पे मैं आपको एक शॉर्टर स्ट्रेटेजी बताता. यहाँ पे आपको एक स्टोरी रखनी है अपने पास, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू टॉक टू देम. दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू really stress you out. It's a conversation. They're going to have conversation with you, but they would like to know your personality. मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में, सो आई क्लियर्ड बिटसॉम, बट इन माई एक्सपीरियंस, because the type of personality they were looking for, or maybe the clarity with which they were seeking, was not there in the first answer that I gave to them. They went on to ask more questions around the personality. So be clear in your stories, so that in your first answer they get to know which kind of person you are, which kind of an MBA professional you will come out to be. What kind of business acumen would you show? Do you have leadership or not? This should come in the initial few answers. If it does, then the rest of your interview will be smoother. If it does not, it will still be good, but you want them to ask you questions beyond, and like you want them to ask more things than just your biodata or just your normal achievement. You want them to delve deeper into what you like, what you don't, because once a 40-minute interview gets into your hobby zone, you have really mastered the interview. You now know you can ace it. So for Bitstorm, remember, create long stories or your answers, or keep looking at your answers. Stand in front of a mirror, perhaps just talk to your friend. Tell him to ask you questions, lengthy questions, and keep talking to him for 30-40 minutes, because we are not used to talk in English for that long, but we are expected for the bits of interview. Be calm. After the 40 minutes, you will feel like either uh, you are really acing and you're going into Bitsum, or even if you're not going into Bitsum, you would be appreciating their interview process, and that's how good this interview process is. I don't believe there is any GD. There was no GD in my case. They give results also quite early. I think they will give out in a week or two after that. That is something for the later part. You have to focus on yourself, prepare well for Bitsom. It's a great college. Not just that, the interview process will make you a better interviewer. You will be able to perform better in other interviews as well. That's the kind of experience that we're looking here for. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.